Greetings, families. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. This video is varieties of videos I've put together. Mali, Burkina Faso. Families, this video is packed and it's very interesting. This week we are talking about the Malian president, Mr. Assimi Goita, in China. What is going on? Why is he there? We want to know more. I've tried to find out a lot of information I can get from what they are doing. Remember, he's not alone. He's there with his foreign ministers and the rest, businessmen, everything that the country needs. All the leaders are there. Plus, the diasporas that are in China, many of them are working there. They have invested there. Some are coming home to invest as well. And they prepared themselves to meet their new president. They were happy to greet him, talk to him physically. Please, I will not interrupt you. I will try. Because sometimes I will say I will know and then I jump in. Let's listen to all the activities or some of the activities because they cannot give us everything at once. Let's listen. I'll be back. Thank you for your time.
Madame la Présidente de la Transition has arrived safely in Beijing and was warmly welcomed by his compatriots at the Yitang Fort with special envoys Nanya Lutra and Siddiqui Ballo. Chinese African Forum FOCAC 2024, Day D-3 Beijing. The lobby of a local hotel in local Chinese time. It's 3:01 p.m. A small welcoming committee is present. They're there to make sure they don't miss this moment, the arrival of the President of the Transition, Colonel Assimi Goita, to wish him and his delegation a warm welcome on Chinese soil. Saidu Ponas, Sankari, Aichakumar Traoré are respectively chairman of the Malian Telecommunications, ICT and Postal Regulatory Authority RTP and of the Malian Transmission and Broadcasting Company SMTD. Their presence is justified by our country's current interest in the digital transition, in particular the modernization of the Malian administration. Launched by the President of the Transition, this forum is a major event in French history. As a multilateral platform for exchange, discussion and Sino-African cooperation, discussions are scheduled on various projects to bring certain partnerships to fruition, or to finalize partnerships that have already been underway for some time at Astor. We're taking advantage of this event to meet our partners here, with whom we're working on the digitization and modernization of the administration, as well as infrastructure development. So we're going to take the opportunity to sign a memorandum of understanding in our respective fields of activity, but we're also going to visit stands and take part in conferences and colloquia at the Ake. Saido Say Mega General Manager of Lithium Mali, the young entrepreneur's first visit to the country of the Middle Kingdom. It's a powerful symbol of the rapprochement between our two states, and I think the prospects are very promising. Economic and beyond are important. Today, I'm working. I represent the interests of a Chinese group in Mali, which is developing the Golamina lithium project. It's a major investment project, one of the very first projects in terms of impact in terms of investment costs, particularly during the transition period. So the presence of the President in China today for the whole of this week at FOCAP will enable us to strengthen the ties of collaboration and partnership between our two states. The Malian consul in Guangzhou, China, is also on hand. The province is a 3 o'clock flight from Beijing, and is home to virtually all the Malians living in China. For the head of the consular mission, the visit of the President of the Transition will redefine the relations of friendship, partnership and cooperation between Mali and China. Colonel Assimi Goita is a source of pride for us. In China, here, we're very, very happy to receive him so that he can bring us the latest news from the country and reassure us. We've come here very proud, and we're a little more united. It should be noted that the head of state will be in China for a few days, with a dense and fruitful agenda that will focus on sustainable development issues in our country.
I'm just smiling listening to the news throughout because it is great. If I were there, wow, I would try my best. I don't think they will allow me to see him, to get close to him, but I'll try my best So yes, all the businessmen, anything good for Mali and AES, they are flying up there to see him, to talk to him. This is proper business that they are doing there. They will come out with a lot of things. And having listened to the previous video, I now know that Chinese is serious, doing a lot of things in Mali and Burkina Faso and Niger because they all work together. We have seen what they have done in Burkina Faso and Niger already. This time is win-win situation for both parties. It's not like it used to be that your hands will be forced to sign this and sign that, and if you don't, these are the benefits you get or you will not get. Great. Let's move on to another video. Like I promised, this one came yesterday morning. Niger and Mali delegates were in Burkina Faso to meet their brother, and you know why they are there, or they were there to meet their brother. They talk a lot, they did a lot of things, but they brought a message from their leaders to Burkinabes and also especially for the president. Please, let's listen to this and I'll be back. Thank you for your time.
Abdullah Manchani, President of Niger, there of Excellence. Colonel Assimi Goita, President of the Transition of Mali. Also President of the Confederation of Sahel States to their brothers and counterparts, His Excellency Captain Ibrahim Traoré, President of Burkina Faso. By our pleasure here. This morning in Ouagadougou, Their Excellencies the President of Niger, the President of Mali, also the brotherly people of Mali and Niger, naturally wish to express their compassion and solidarity with His Excellency President Traoré and the brotherly people of Burkina Faso. It was with great sadness and grief that we learned of the unfortunate events and the cowardly terrorist attack. And with the peaceful people of Barca in mind. Logo on August 24, 2024. That's essentially why we're here, obviously the head of state, who put us on this mission, offered condolences. In the place where their brother counterparts, His Excellency Captain Traoré, also took care of the repose of the soul of the victims, while wishing a speedy recovery to the injured. Beyond this event, it is important to remember that it is not only Burkina Faso that is grieving, it is the entire Confederation of Sahel States today that is mourning and grieving. And, of course, there's also a message of hope and determination. This cowardly attack by Barca Logo would in no way dampen the morale and determination of Their Excellencies General Chani Colonel Lamagetta and His Excellency President Traoré. The total eradication of terrorism from the Confederation of Sahel States is an objective which will be reached very soon if he farts to God. Strong people, strong efforts. Morale is low.
Thank you for your time for listening. I have another video. Don't go away. It is nice for them to come. We knew they will come and we knew they will make a lot of calls even before coming. I must assure you there's a lot going on. At this time, they are working even more than they did because Ibrahim keep telling them, don't sleep, because when you get rid of them, they will go and group themselves and come back. So don't sleep. Those who have been sleeping, you can change. Different people will come, and that's why he's training more people to help them. It was a wake-up call. But in war, things happen. You cannot say you are 100% sure. You don't know where they will come. But now they are working towards a lot of things. And I can't share those things here, but I'm sure most of you have seen how hard they are working. Things that they have destroyed is unbelievable that they have no idea that exists in that country. But through what they did, they are now working harder than before. I'm not saying they were not working hard. They were. They are always alert. But certain things happen, lead to other things. Let's put it that way. So Malians, Niger, they all came together in Burkina Faso to what? To cheer up the countries, their leaders. They are telling them, we are with you 100%. Don't ever give up on us. We will support you 100%. We are here for you, and we are not listening to anything else except you. Ah, I feel cold again here because things like that. Please listen, I'll be back.
its support for the heads of state of the A.S. heads of state. Yesterday, Sunday, it mobilized the population for a march of support. The march was led by a delegation from Mali. Together, they also saluted the resilience of the peoples of the Sahel. The KENNEGOU provincial section of the Vale Citoyen reaffirmed their support for the president of the Alliance des États du Sahel by marching 6 kilometers in Oradera. Is it the cooked food that leaves the movie theater at the Bandungu traffic circle? Destination: 7 public squares at the Stade du Fourou. It's asking our people in the 3 countries of the A.S. countries, Mali, Burkina Faso and Niger, to get into fighting order to support our various authorities. If we convey the right messages, I think people will be able to understand the true meaning of our common cause. All the layers who have passed, they have really passed the message of awareness in this sense and invited once again the populations of Grand Kirikou to social cohesion. They called for general mobilization alongside the Kenedu provincial section of the Citizens' Watch. A delegation from Mali came for the occasion. It carries a message to the authorities of the 3 countries of the A.S., an alliance whose authorities are in the process of recovering. They've taken it upon themselves to show them that we young people, whether from Mali, Burkina or Niger, are behind them. That's the message I really want to send out to the whole population. It's a question of remaining resilient and really supporting our authorities so that the missions they're carrying out in the territories are truly a reality. A real opportunity to raise awareness of national issues. The population is being urged to work more closely with the fighting forces. Acts that undermine the peace of mind of the state, such as complicity with the enemy and the sharing of false information, are to be combated, say those in charge of the Citizen Watch. As a final act at this meeting, participants gathered on site. Over 168,000 CFA francs.
Families, thank you so much for staying up to this time. I hope you enjoyed this series that I put together. It is wonderful when the people of your country love you. This is how it's supposed to be, not worshiping and then they can't do anything when the people are suffering. I'm not saying there's no suffering in Sahel. There is because of what is going on. They have big refugee camps. This morning, I saw a video. They were doing voluntary work, even though they are in refugee camps. Can you believe that? Digging, roadside, the one they did before what happened. They were doing that so the rainwater will pass through. They were doing road work. They were happy in everything. So I'm not saying it is perfect. No, they have refugees there, these internal displaced people, as they call them. And this is why months ago they have decided to hire a plane to bring them back home. But they cannot bring them back home when things are still happening. But those who want to come home, yes, they are doing that. They are bringing them to their individual countries. So I'm so happy when I see things like that. I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed. I can't imagine Ghana people going out to do that willingly without bribing and all that, or Nigeria, or South Africa, or any other Africa country. I can't imagine or think about it, but it is happening in the Sahel. We thank God for their life and we pray for them as well. We support them, what they are doing. They are the light of Africa. Before it was Ghana, but now the Sahel is the light of Africa. And if they break, we break. If they stand firm, and they succeed, which they will, Africa will succeed. And the Africa children that are yet to come will enjoy different Africa. Africa will be like Europe, America, the good side, not the bad side, because every country there is good and bad side. I'm sure you understand me. Thank you, my mothers and fathers, my aunties, my uncles, my sisters and brothers, and my children. Thank you very much. I give credit to ORTM, RTB, and all those who contributed to this channel, including my spachates, my queens and kings. Thank you all, my VIPs. God bless you. I will see you soon because I've lined up a lot from China. I'll be back. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it.